Welcome to another episode. In today's episode, we'll be answering the question: is daydreaming really helpful in achieving our dreams? Is daydreaming really helpful in achieving our dreams? What is daydreaming? Daydreaming is a process in which an individual spontaneously develops a train of thought without conscious attention to immediate stimuli. Normally, we respond to the external stimuli. Sometimes it may be internal stimuli also. So, when there is no obvious external stimuli, but a train of thought is generated, then it is referred as daydreaming, or accurately, it is told as mind wandering. So without an external stimuli, if there is a train of thoughts, then that is called mind wandering, which we colloquially say as daydreaming. Though there are some positive aspects to the daydreaming, there are negative sides too. Excessive daydreaming will divert our attention from the current task, and also it leads to unhappiness. So we will see both positive and negative sides from some experts. Positive sides of daydreaming. This are a few lines from livescience. I'm quoting. Daydreaming sometimes gets bad reputation. Students who don't pay attention in class end up having trouble in completing the coursework, and workers who spend meetings thinking about winning the lottery are not the most productive. Means you spend your time instead of in the current task as a student paying your attention to the class, or a worker who should do the job. If you are not doing that, then you are going to fail in that, or you are not going to perform fully in that. So that is a negative aspect. But research has shown that there are some positive sides also. What are the positive sides? It motivates them. When you daydream that you are going to achieve certain things, which is not a fact today, then you work towards it. So that helps in motivating you accomplishing your goals. This is told by Dr. Matthew Lorber, acting director of child and adolescent psychiatry in Knoxville Hospital in New York. So if a high school student daydreams that he is going to go into a good college, then it may actually help him in studying more and trying to reach that goal. So if we are stuck in a similar way, if you are stuck with a problem, then if we let the mind wander a bit, then we may get unstuck from that problem. Some solution may come to our mind. This is published in a research journal, PNAS, in 2009. So this journal or article has suggested that the brain areas allow the people to solve complex problems due to mind wandering or daydreaming. So there is another aspect of the negative aspect, which we will see. A wandering mind is an unhappy mind, from literary herb Stefan von der Stigchel. So from there a few lines we will see. So when we are daydreaming, memories that we were lost forever come to surface again. Or you may suddenly find yourself realizing that you have forgotten someone's birthday. Exactly the kind of things that don't happen when you are concentrating hard on your work. And just like the default network can be active while we perform a task, neither are we able to daydream and do something complicated at the same time. We actually spend a lot of our waking hours daydreaming. The participants in an experiment indicated that they were a lot unhappier. They were daydreaming when they were performing a certain activity. So when you are concentrating on your current work or any other work, then your whole mind is put into that effort. You perform well that task. So that is another advantage. Another thing is the unwanted memories which you have pushed into the background, they crop up when your mind wanders. That brings you unhappy moments to the surface. So people who are not daydreaming are happy, and people who are daydreaming were unhappy because of the bad events which they were trying to forget came up to the surface. This was shown in a study. It appears that although you are likely to have happy thoughts when walking on a beach and watching on the sun go down, this tends to be the exception rather than a rule. Yeah, sometimes when you walk along a pristine beach, leisurely, or in a scenic mountain or forest area, then you may have good thoughts, pleasant thoughts, captivating your imagination. But that is an exception, not a rule. This idea can also be found in many people who advise on the activity diversion. Most of the positive thinking people tell you to do this, allow you for relaxation, allow you to move away from your current task and let your mind wander. Such techniques are told by the people for relaxation. But the author says human mind is a wandering mind, and a wandering mind is an unhappy mind. So in another experiment, daydreaming experiment, test subjects were asked at random moments while performing a task whether they actually focused on their task or their mind was somewhere else entirely. Not only did the results show that the periods of reduced attention were also the periods during which most mistakes were made. So when your mind wanders when you are doing a task, then you are going to make mistakes in the current task. But they also offered a possible route out of the daydreaming maze, the prospect of a reward. But the daydreaming may help in a way because they may be daydreaming about a reward and may actually do better. So these are the positive and negative aspects of daydreaming. So the question are asked whether a wandering mind, that is the daydreaming mind, is helpful in achieving our dreams. Yes, certain times, to a limited extent. But if you are daydreaming excessively, then you are going to leave the current task, you are going to commit mistakes, and that is going to push you away from your goals. But if you are daydreaming to a limited extent, when you are not on a job, then it is good. You can imagine your goals, imagine reaching that, so you may work hard. So that is the answer. With this we will end this episode. Stay with me for another episode. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video. Thank you.